A little history of this. I told Andy that he should write a story and submit it to the scenery and make it just one huge long bar fight and describe it really graphically. And so he wrote it for me for my birthday.
This is all for Nick's glory, by the way.
Yeah, it's called The Glory of Nicholas. Well, it's a Western. I don't know what kind of accent you use. A Western. No, okay.
You gotta say the word vermin. Barman.
Okay. This is called Blood-nado. As in tornado, but with blood. Okay. You ain't seen nothing until you seen a man get eaten by a grizzly bear. You ain't heard nothing neither till you done heard that man screaming and whimpering from the sublime and unequivocal pain of having his spinal cord broken and squeezed out in the bloody rhythm of nerve endings and transparent blank.
Slow it, please.
Transparent what?
Just blank. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I mean, but enough about me. This is about Buffalo Bill Cosby, the man who was along these parts. A tall fellow from the French Latin Quarter with a midnight black complexion and eyes so cold and blue you could drop them in your iced tea on a sweltering blank. Pistol Ponchovia bit Buffalo Bill Cosby on the shoulder to begin with, leaving a wet mark on his pressed postal uniform. We don't need mail in these parts, you biscuit-eating hard-ass son of a bitch. Except you crossed out ass and of a bitch.
You gotta say it, some bitch.
Yeah. We don't need mail in these parts, you hard. Wait, you biscuit-eating hard-ass some bitch? Buffalo wiped his shoulder with his sleeve and grinned slowly, knowingly. What you talking about, Poncho? Maybe you can talk this out. Make a little bit of room for the mail. You're a guy who might get letters. Blank. Buffalo jumped from his stool and lunged at Poncho's neck, which he got to gripping with his gorilla-like hands. He pushed his thumbs into the hollow of Poncho's neck and pressed so hard that Poncho began to scream hoarsely and bulge the veins on his neck. He twisted to the side and elbowed Buffalo in his chin. The grip released. Poncho did a backflip and landed on the bar, where he took off his boot and threw it heel first at Buffalo's face, which he took with stoicism. Before the boot had fallen to the ground, Buffalo screamed and bum-rushed the bar, spitting in Poncho's face and delivering a hard left, a swift right, and a heat-butt to the face.
Headbutt.
A headbutt to the face. Poncho's blood began to flow from his temple, getting into the corners of his mouth. He grabbed a whiskey bottle and swung it at Buffalo's head, placing it neatly behind his ear. The liquor caught fire, and Buffalo's head was inflamed. As Poncho pulled him by his hair to the wall with the dartboard, where he slammed Buffalo tailbone first. An old cowboy approached Poncho from behind and broke a wooden chair over his back with a scream. The piano player jumped from the rafters and landed on Hussey, then got up and started throwing punches at the local drunks, bloodying 6 or 7 noses before being taken out by the stockbrokers, who took out his legs with a dictionary and dumped his face in a plate of spaghetti. Then he began to play a riotous tune on the piano, and that, partner, is when the true fight really began.